Clause 8.2.2, determining the requirements for products and services. Now, in this clause, it gets quite interesting because it tells us that we must define the requirements from the customer. And then it goes to two other places to add in requirements, or to be added to define those requirements. So let's dive into it. When determining the requirements for the products and services to be offered to customers, the organization shall ensure, now ensure again, that A, the requirements for the products and services are defined. Let's just hold there for a second. Now that it says they are defined, and that's all. It doesn't say anything else except to make them go back and with all the customer communication from 8.2.1, that we use all of that to then, it tells us, go and define the customer requirements. And then it says that's not enough. It then tells us to, number one, any applicable statutory and regulatory requirements. By the way, a quick word, we will do another video completely on statutory and regulatory. But very briefly, statutory means directly from a law or a statute, right? Often are 1 or 2 pages law where the law states you shall do this, you shall not do that, and it's implemented legally. Regulatory tends to come from the statutory, or if not, comes directly from the government by a regulating body. Now, it could be a government body regulating, or it could be a voluntary or a non-profit or a professional organization implementing the statute as regulations by these bodies. And these tend to get into the nuts and bolts of it. So the statute really is the what, and the regulation is the how. That's just the difference between why the two words are needed there. So again, any applicable statutory and regulatory requirements need to be included. And number two, those considered necessary by the organization. So the organization may have particular requirements, and it is that we only buy fair trade sources from fair sources, or we use we build an ecological environment, or we only use recycled packaging. Or requirement could be we always have our brand stamped on the packaging for some reason. So the internal requirements of the organization. Right? So therefore, both of these have to include the external regulatory stuff and the inside the customer own regulator we have are also included on then defining the customer requirements for the products and services. So it's the customer, does the external, and does the internal into our own organization. And B, the organization can meet the claims for the products and services that are offered. Now, the operative word here is the claims. We're not yet looking into have we the resources, will we do it, won't we do it, or all of this is that, but we can meet the claims. So if you claim to have a paint that covers a wall in one coat, guaranteed 100%, or your LED light bulbs, we guarantee to be 10 or 20,000 hours of use, that we're not saying will we supply this customer tomorrow or the next day with them. We're saying is, can we live up to the claims? Okay, that's at this stage, we're still determining, or we've determined right now should have determined, adding all those pieces together, the requirements for the products and services. So in summary then is, we don't just look to the customer. We have to take these other sources and add them in when defining customer requirements, whether the customer cares about them, knows about them, also insists on them, we must include them as well. So this is clause 8.2.2, determining the requirements for products and services.